Good day, students. You're welcome to our agri-science class for this week. Our revision topic is forms of farm animals. And here are the objectives of our lesson. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to state the meaning of farm animals, describe the different forms of farm animals, list farm animals in the locality, identify the basic characteristics of selected farm animals, mention the types of different farm animals commonly found in Nigeria, classify animals according to their habitat, define ruminant and non-ruminant animals with examples, identify the classes of animals based on their mode of feeding, state the factors that affect the distribution of farm animals, mention the uses of farm animals. I'm sure you all remember that farm animals are those animals which are reared by man for food, to do work, for protection, used in sports and other domestic purposes. Humans therefore keep farm animals for economic and social purposes. Forms of farm animals. There are various forms of farm animals, which include: number 1, work animals. These are referred to as draught animals. They are used by small, medium-scale farmers to perform some farm operations, especially tillage of land in preparation for planting. They are also used to assist farmers in carrying out some work that requires heavy loads, and other activities such as plowing farmland and drawing of water from the well. Their work output is far higher than that of man. Examples of work animals are bulls, oxen, donkeys, camels, etc. These animals have strong hooves and they are very energetic, that make them fit for use as work animals. Dairy animals. Dairy animals are bred for the ability to produce large quantities of milk, from which dairy products are made. Examples of dairy products include cheese and butter. Examples of dairy animals are cows and goats. Examples of dairy cattle in Nigeria are the white Fulani, red Bororo, Sokoto Gudali, and Kuri breeds. Exotic breeds of dairy animals include Jersey, Holstein Friesian, Brown Swiss, etc. Guard animals. These are animals that are domesticated and trained to give protection and alert their owners of any possible danger. They can also be trained by security operatives to track down criminals. Examples are various breeds of dog such as Doberman, Alsatian, Bulldog, etc. Also we have parrot, guinea fowl, geese, and cat. Pets. Pet animals usually domesticated and kept specifically for a person's companionship, amusement, interest, and protection. Examples are dogs, cats, parrots, guinea pigs, rabbits, etc. Sports animals. These are animals trained to entertain people in sporting events. 2. of the most common animals in sports are horses and dogs. Characteristics of selected farm animals. The main type of farm animals are cattle, goats, sheep, pigs, fish, poultry, rabbits, guinea pigs, horses, and donkeys. Except for poultry and fish, the body of each of these farm animals is covered with hair, wool, or fur. This is a characteristic feature of animals which belong to the group of animals known as mammals. Poultry are not mammals. They are birds, and their bodies are covered with feathers. They are not mammals because they cannot give birth to young ones alive. Fish are also different animals. They do not belong to the group of mammals and birds. Their bodies are covered with scales, so you can easily distinguish between farm animals, which are mammals, that is, animals that give birth to their young ones alive, birds, and fish by what their bodies are covered with. Here you have a diagram of the cattle showing the various parts of the cattle. It's very important also for you to know that there are various breeds of cattle reared in Nigeria, and also cattle are used either as work animals, dairy animals, or they are reared basically for food in form of the beef that is gotten from cattle. We also have goats. Goat is a type of mammal that is commonly reared in Nigeria as a farm animal, and also there are different breeds of goats. Then we have sheep. The male of this animal is known as a ram, while an adult female is known as a ewe. Then pig. You have a diagram of a pig showing us the various parts of a pig. Pig is also a very important farm animal reared in Nigeria. The meat got from it is known as pork, and there are different breeds of pig reared in Nigeria. Classification of farm animals based on habitat. A habitat refers to the natural environment where a living organism lives. All living things have certain features which enables them to adapt to their specific habitat. Animals can be divided into two groups based on their habitats. These are land or terrestrial animals, water or aquatic animals. Farm animals are also classified on the basis of the type of stomach which they possess. The digestive system of farm animals include all the organs and tissues associated with the digestion of food. Farm animals, especially mammals, can be classified according to the type of the stomach they have. Farm animals can be classified into the following. We have ruminant or polygastric animals. These are animals that have multiple stomach chambers, and they have the ability of regurgitating their food, which is known as chewing of the cud. They possess 4-chambered stomach, which includes the rumen, the omasum, the reticulum, and the abomasum. And the abomasum is considered as the true stomach of the ruminant animal. The second class of animal based on the stomach type is non-ruminant or monogastric animals, which are animals that have single stomach compartment. Examples of ruminant animals are cattle, sheep, and goats, while examples of non-ruminant animals are pigs, poultry, etc. Classification of farm animals based on their feeding pattern. Animals can be classified into three groups based on their feeding pattern. Herbivores are animals that feed only on plants, while carnivores are animals that feed only on flesh. Omnivores, on the other hand, are animals that feed on both plant materials of plant origin as well as animal origin. Examples of farm animals that are herbivorous are cattle, sheep, and goats. While examples of omnivorous animals are pigs, and poultry. Mostly, carnivorous animals are usually wild animals. Classification of farm animals based on their mode of reproduction. Based on their mode of reproducing and feeding their young ones, farm animals can be classified into two. We have mammals, which are animals that bear their young ones alive and have babies, and have bodies that are covered with hair. Examples include sheep, rabbits, pig, cattle, goats. Non-mammals are animals that lay eggs and do not feed their young ones with breast milk. Examples are birds, fish, reptiles, etc. Factors that affect the distribution of farm animals. Below are some of the factors that affect the distribution of farm animals in Nigeria. Availability of suitable food, climatic factors, vegetation zones, that is, the availability of natural grassland which constitute bulk of the feed of livestock, pests and diseases, prevalence of pests and diseases, religious and cultural beliefs. Like when you go to the extreme northern part of Nigeria, where Islam is the predominant religion, you hardly find people rearing pigs because pork is considered an abomination in Islam. Uses of farm animals. Farm animals have numerous uses to man, some of which include it serves as a source of food, source of livestock feed, source of raw materials, source of farm power, source of employment, source of income, for sport and recreation, for security purpose. So as we round up, we've been able to look at the meaning of farm animals, the various forms of farm animals, the characteristics of some selected farm animals, the classification of farm animals on the basis of their habitat, on the basis of the number of their stomach type, on the basis of their mode of feeding or their feeding pattern, and also on the basis of their mode of reproduction. We're also able to look at the factors that affect the distribution of farm animals in Nigeria, as well as the use of farm animals. Thank you for your time. Do stay safe and remain blessed. See you in the next class. Bye.